Hey. Whoa. Shit. The music just stops. Why don't the music been stopped? Sure. Sure. Okay. Just making sure. Alrighty. What's up, folks? I figured I'd do this. Actually, I should change that. Hold on a second. I need to change this. Screw it. Doesn't matter. So I wanted to do this quick Stardew Valley stream because, well, why not? And the beta has been out on Steam and Good Old Games for like a good couple of weeks now, and I kind of wanted to just kind of do a little overview. Like, I don't have anybody co-oping with me on this one, so tis what it is. But what I wanted to do was just kind of show off some of the well, at the very least, how to get into it, which I figured help at this point. If you know about it and you have this game, and you're probably already doing this. But if you don't, you can go to that link right there, which should show up in chat, I hope, because yeah. Wait. And now my bot decides not to want to work. That's awesome. Hold on a second. Let's connect. It's funny. Bot stays on until I go to stream, which I guess it's a way of telling me, hey, maybe you need to stream a little bit more. Should tell you something. Actually, I'm going to move that somewhere. It's nice to have two streams. And in a way, I figure after I do this one, then I may actually go to some state of emergency if I'm feeling it. If I'm feeling it. So, oh, I hate my mouse. My mouse is gonna be the death of me. I already see that. Anywho, Stardew. So yeah. So if you have this on Steam or Good Old Games, there is a way to opt into the beta. And my bot's being a little slow. And I don't want to, it's shy, I don't want to hit in the chat. So let's try this again, see if this works. Let's do beta. There we go. So you can go to that link, that right there, and it will tell you how to get into the beta if you are on Steam and Good Old Games, and it'll also give you a little bit more to go on. Actually, it'll probably tell you just as much as I'm going to go through in this. So that being said, you go to the co-op thing, start it. You can join, if you're on the land, you can join somebody's land game there. If you have an invite code, you can do that, and you can find, I'll show you what an invite code is in game. I already have a farm I'm hosting. I do love the music in this game. And you can also host a new farm. Now, here's one thing I think I've come across. If you're already hosting a farm, you can start a new one, but it will not show up here unless they've changed that, unless they've done something with that. Just like you can only host one farm and have it saved. And I'm hoping what I'm about to do is going to make a liar out of me, but that's okay. So we're going to see what's up. So I'm going to host this new farm real quick, and so I can show off some of the things. So as you can see here, you can start off with no cabins, or you can start off with up to 3 cabins. Which all this means is that if you play Stardew Valley, you start off with the house. Let me make sure I do this real quick because we've seen the intro enough times. So, you start off with the one big house you start off with normally in a game. You know what? Sure. But, or you can say, hey, go ahead and put a cabin or two or three, up to 3 others on the layout of the land. And you can also have them nearby each other, or you can have them separated, which I've not done this one, so I might just do this one just to see what it looks like. Because I've done this on the one that I started. And they're just basically, they're actually not that far off from each other, which is also strange. But nevertheless, like I said, if you start off with 0 starting cabins, then that just means that anybody else that comes in will have to, you know, make your own. They have to. You can help them build their own cabin. And apparently, it doesn't cost a whole lot to do. And they're not that big. Or they're TARDISes, one of the two, because they look a little bit bigger on the inside. But then again, none of the houses look weird anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is let's do this. Let's do this, and then do cabin layout. Because like I said, if you need to build another house, you can go to Robin and it's like real cheap, weirdly enough, and you just need the materials to do so. And I'm going to do nearby and keep the profit normal, and then I'm just going to there we go. Dog. Skip the intro. And of course you have your farm types here. You got standard, river, you know, wilderness farm. I'm almost curious about this one because I've never seen monsters come out at night in this game at all, so that'll probably be cool. Hilltop. That's a new one too, because I think the only ones they had previously were definitely the standard farm. They ended up with the Riverland, the forest one. And see the Whiting River, make it difficult to treat design farm, power. Okay, so that's for more mining things. And of course, this one. Again, I'm curious of this one, but like for right now, we'll just go to. Actually, let's do this one. We're on at this point. If you played Stardew Valley, you know what the standard one looks like already. You know what? Yeah, let's go with that one. So then we start, and let's get the intro because bada bada bada. Oh, great! It's Christmas all year round up in here. All right, so WASD controls unless you're using a controller, and yeah, I think every house starts off with a box in it, and of course you got your TV, your fireplace. Yep. So one thing to note, when you host a farm, go to options, and you got your multiplayer settings here. So you got friends only. Oops, my mouse is acting up, that's why I'm doing that. So you got offline, friends only, or invite only. Which that link I put in the chat a little bit ago explains the differences between the three, but I think, you know, friends only is pretty self-explanatory, and invite only, you know, that's pretty self-explanatory. Accept IP connections, enable new character creation, which means I guess that once you get to, because I think that you're only limited to 3 other people with you in a co-op. And if you want them to be able to create a new character for any more after that, I believe you can have this checked. or not. And then of course you can invite friends from here, which pulls up your Steam list. Which probably should have done that, but whatever. Or you can show the invite code, which I'm not going to do right now. Well, I'll do it because it's not like, actually I'm not going to do it. Because the phone's not going to stay either way, and so that part doesn't matter. Hey, sweethearts, how you doing? Long time no see. How have you been? So while I'm waiting for them to answer, I will say that, excuse me. So the thing I was trying to figure out in this thing is whether, if the host is offline, whether anyone else can just come in and do what else they need to do. And one of these options is that. Sorry, I'm trying to click this, but my mouse is acting funny. And I believe, I want to say it's either offline or friends only. One of the two will let you will let other people kind of come in while you're offline. Because as far as I know, outside of that, the host has to be on for anybody else to be able to get in. Outside of that, everything else is pretty much the same. Sweetheart said, let's see. Good. Haven't been falling asleep until like 1 lady. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, unless, you know, that's an intentional thing, but I'm doing all right. You know, I've just been trying to handle some stuff offline for a while, so I haven't really been getting to stream as much. But I figure, you know, I'm here right now. Let me go ahead and I got a little bit of time. So let me do this one and probably another quick stream after this and, you know, see what's going on. But I'm glad to see you. So, you usually fall asleep at 11. Oh, okay. I got you. So you're slipping a couple hours. I got you. Well, I hope your sleep catches up to where you can get back on schedule. Because, yeah, the one thing you don't want to do is mess up your sleep schedule, because that's not a good thing. You have this on PS4, cool. I actually thought about getting this on console, but it came out on PC first, so, and it works fine here, and you can play with controller here. That's why I was like, well, you know what? Sure, I'm fine with it. And it's also out on Switch, which, if it had come out on Switch at the time that it came out on PC, I probably would have done this. Oh, wait a minute. Chat box not showing up. Let's see something here. Yeah, I don't know if that works or not. But how are you liking this game? So, it's I have never played like Harvest Moon. And I came to this game from like, actually let me keep on doing what I was doing. I came to this game from Animal Crossing. Yeah, when it first came out and I saw that it was out and it was like, okay, you know, more Harvest Moon and some Animal Crossing type business going on here, I'm with it. And I put a lot of hours into the single player game. And in fact, I have a save now to right before I want to say right before I like I had already gotten to the point to where there was somebody I was trying to court, and I'm to the point where I can present them to the ring. And I think there was an event going on like the day before. Or I stopped the day before that event so that I could present the person with a ring to get married. And I stopped there because I think I was going to do it on stream and whatnot, but I never did do it. Cool. Sorry. But yeah, like I said, I enjoyed this game. So when they said they were going to try to go, and granted, this was a few years ago, a couple of years ago, when they said they were going to try to put co-op in here, I was all for it because this is just a chill ass game that I would love to do some co-op with people. There we go. Sorry. So, the beta just got put in on Steam and Good Old Games a couple of weeks ago. Actually, it's probably been like 2-3 weeks at this point, and I know everybody in the Grow Mom's probably been streaming it by the time. But I was like, I was trying to get something together with some folks, and that didn't work out, so it's all good. I wonder if they are doing co-op. So the co-op is supposed to come to all platforms at some point. They're testing it on. From what I'm understanding, it is supposed to come to all platforms at some point. I don't know if they're going to do any betas on the consoles or not. But I know that definitely they're doing it on PC, and they could, if it works out on PC, or when it works out on PC, I should say, they'll probably just roll everything in at the same time. Because it's not, like I said, this is not like live. This is in beta form on the PC. And if anybody out there has the PC version of this, you can go to that link, and it'll show you how to get into it. So they did definitely say it was coming to PS4. But like I said, I was just going to where's my cursor? Hello, there we go. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show off a little bit of that, and like I said, a little bit of this stuff here. That stuff there. So let me go outside, because outside of this, it's Stardew Valley. So everything you've pretty much, the time will go. You got quests here. All that kind of gut mess is going on. So the difference in the co-op is if there were other people here on your farm. So as you can see, I started off with 2 other houses here, and they're close together. I could have got it to where they were, wow, they weren't kidding. This is like, let's see, like this is farced it up. What the hell? Oops, let me move this. Shoot. But pretty much everything else. Oh, this is new. Like, you got bushes right here. Oops. There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So here's your granddad's grave. Here's a nice little forested area around here. So yeah, so this is basically a more wooded area. Oops. Oops. Come on. I've never messed around with the other new places. Can't go down there. So I'm just trying to get a little lay of the land, see what's going on, and then of course this is your way out. Yep. So, but everything else out in the world is pretty much the same. It's just that whatever starting area you're going forward, and that's where it dictates what's going on your land. Oops. And the only other difference is, so from what I'm understanding, you share gold, you share gold, and then every time you if you need to get some rest or go to sleep, everyone that is on at the time has to hit a bed and go to sleep. So, and I guess they do the sharing of the money and that, so that, because if you didn't share money and you didn't have to go to bed all at the same time to change the days, then there would be no reason to co-op. Which I get that. I believe there was one other thing, and I totally forgot what it is, but it is definitely in that link. Actually, let me pop this over real quick. Let's see. So hide done. Use existing save. Oh, okay. So I was wrong. Offline shuts the server down immediately, and everybody get kicked off except for you. So that's it. So if you just basically want to be in their private, all private like, then you could do that. And friends only. Okay, except IP connections allow players on your LAN to join your game, whether you're signed in with Steam or not. Enable new characters allows players to connect to your server to create new characters on your farm. If you got more characters than players on your farm and you don't want anyone else to join for now, you can turn this off. So there is that. But so yeah, so you share the farm, obviously, you share money and world updates like the community center. All of that gets shared. Your inventory, your skills, and your relationships with people in the town, all of that is separate. Oops. Last time I did that, I messed up the game, so let me not do that. So that's an interesting way to do this. So I guess you can't really have it to where, like, if the host goes offline, then if the host goes online, then everybody's got to go, unless the host keeps the game up, which, you know, the viability of that is not great, or unless they end up having like dedicated servers at some point, which that would be great. I would imagine this game's probably not going to do that anytime soon, or something like that's not going to happen for this game anytime soon. But while I'm here, hey Maru, I love Maru. Talk to Robin over here so I can show. That is not here. No, that's not it. Oh. So you go up here to, no, that's kitchen stuff. Farm buildings. Here we go. So obviously here your wells, your stuff like that. But you can come, as you can see, if anybody else wants to build a house on the property for co-op reasons, then you can come over here to Robin, plunk down 100G and 10 stone, which is not a lot, and you can get this or this. Oh, okay, there's a difference. So if you want a log cabin, then it's wood and fiber and 100, or just a straight up log cabin. So yeah, those are your choices of the houses for the other people, for anybody else that comes in. And you still get your house. And actually, let me go back over here because I can show the inside of one of these houses, because they're pretty much similar outside of your house. And I would imagine they will be able to make upgrades to their house like you can do with yours. And I'm already behind the curve because obviously if I was playing this seriously, then I would have been clearing off land and making some farm space. So anything you planted, you know, will be shared on the land. And I believe they can still come into your house. Like if you're on, they can still go into your house and get stuff. I believe that part I'm not sure, because like I said, I would need some people to kind of check that out. Like I said, this is your house. Excuse me. And then here's one of the other houses, which you can go into. It starts off with a box full of seeds, and this dresser here. So this dresser is kind of interesting because you don't have one in your house, but the other houses do. So let's say that you have people co-oping with you and they go offline. Apparently you can go into, and you need something, you can go into their house and into this dresser and get stuff. Like this is all the tools that they give the people that come into your game. If you start off with houses that are already pre-built. Like I said, I think it may still go if you build a house if somebody else comes along and builds his house, I think this is also still in there. So that's that. But like I said, yeah, if they put something in their drawer and you need it and they're offline, you can come in here and pick it up from there. Which, that's something. I'm not sure why you don't have something like that in your house, but I would imagine once you start putting chests down, then, you know, that'll happen. But again, I haven't been able to try that yet, because like I said, I don't know. I know people with this game. I don't know that many people with this game, especially on PC. Like yourself, sweetheart. You know, you might have it on console or whatever. I don't know why I'm doing this, because, like I said, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna. I already have a hosted thing I'm hosting, and I'll jump to that one in a second, because there's really not much else to show outside of this. But, like I said, see, there's another house. And of course, it's all themed out the way that the house is themed, and here's their own the dresser with the same stuff in it. So there is that. But outside of that, like I said, it's Stardew. So, and you know, Stardew does what it does. So let's see, I'm going to go back to title real quick, hit co-op, and I'm going to see what I said earlier was the case. Oh, so they did change it. Sweet. And actually, wait. Okay, so I did this one other time, and you could not save but one farm. And actually, now that I think about it, because I didn't sleep, so I didn't save it. So I don't know how long, if this is going to stick after I get out of the game or not. Because the last couple of times I've done this, the character stayed, but the hosted farm didn't. So they may have changed that to where you can have multiple farms that you can host. So that's cool if that is the case. Sorry about that. So, alright, so there's that, and why did I get back out of there? I do not know. See, host. So, I'm now curious as to how many you can host. So, you know, you might want to, you might have a farm you host with some people, and then you might want to do another with another group of people, and never to do show meet. I don't know. But if this sticks around after I get out of the game, that'll be cool, because it wasn't doing that before. So I'm just gonna pop into this farm real quick. This is the one I've been kind of working on. On a regular farm, you know. I'm not even gonna go long enough to save the date, because, you know, just kind of messing around. But yeah, like I said, this is pretty much where the spread out farm is. So like if you, like I said in the beginning, if you have it to where you have up to 3 other cabins already pre-made, and then they give you a choice to make them close by or far apart, this is the far apart one, which is really not that much farther than, it's not that far out. Like here's one, here's the other one, and then I put 3 on this land just in case anybody wanted to come through. Like I wonder if you could like demolish this stuff. That's the one thing I haven't been able to find out yet. And then of course here is the third one that I put on. It's in the fall. There's a lot of trees, and I should have been chopping down all of this, but I didn't. So let's get that out of the way. Oh, it's a tree. I can't even get to the joint. That's pretty bad. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't really messed with it. The thing I'm kind of wondering is like, I could probably go in here. I probably could, but I don't want to do it. Like I could take the seeds out of here, or take the other tools out of here if I wanted to. But that'd be bad for them, wouldn't it? So So I would not do that. But yeah. And like I said, your gold is your gold is shared between everybody. So if you got somebody to be like, hey, I'm just gonna buy up I don't know, stuff for myself, and y'all have to go for your own self. You don't want to play with that kind of person, obviously. So I don't know. And I'm kind of curious if you could kick somebody and get all that money back. Well, you probably can't because they already spent it. Like I said, I also wanted to know. I have questions about this thing. Let's just say, like, not all of it meant to be negative, but if you're gonna do a co-op game like this, then you kind of need to know, all the limitations. And the link that I put in the chat doesn't necessarily show everything, but it kind of gives you the basics. Like, obviously, you don't expect anybody to come in and grief, and you're definitely going to be playing with this with people you know fairly well, so you should not have too many problems. But at the same time, you still kind of want to watch out for some stuff. And I think that's pretty much it, though. Like I said, if I had, and unfortunately, there will be no cross. I guess this kind of goes without saying at this point. There's no cross-platform co-op, because they don't know how to play nice with each other or something. I don't know what it is. So, PS4 is going to be PS4 only co-op. Xbox is Xbox only co-op. Switch, PC, blah, blah, blah. So, which is sad because, like I said, I know people that have this on console that that I'm pretty sure would probably play with me. But can't because there's no cross-complat. And I know of I know a couple of people that has this on PC, but they're never around, so it is what it is. But outside of that, like I said, it is Stardew. It's more Stardew. They've also actually made more changes. They've added some stuff in the game, some of which I haven't really found. I was down at the ocean. I doubt it's going to happen again. Let me go around there and see. So the first time I played it on this save here, I went down to the beach and there was like a big octopus looking thing that just started swimming away. And I'm like, that was not in the game before now. And I don't think I've seen it since, but given the fact that there's a farm. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. Look at this. Bounty. Anyway, so, because I came over here, down by Woodley's, and there was like a sea monster, like right out here somewhere, and it was floating away. And I've never seen it again. I don't know if that's something that's going to pop back up. I hope it does, because I really want to see what the heck that was about. But nevertheless, I think that's going to pretty much do it. Like, I don't know why I'm sitting here doing this, because I'm... Oh, jeez. Okay, now I actually want to save this thing. Because this is loot, and I want the loot. Oops. Nice tip. Upgrade your backpack as soon as possible. Cause yeah, when you're first starting off, you don't have a lot of money, but 2,000 gold is worth the upgrade because you really don't want to have to keep going back and forth and either selling things and or well, get up and stretch sometimes, pal. It's gonna be all right. Cause yeah. You really want that backpack upgraded as soon as you possibly can. Obviously, you're also going to want to lay down some lay down some. I'm not selling that. That. I'm keeping those because it's probably for the community. Yep, I'm gonna end up having to save this so I can keep that stuff. But yeah, like I said, you definitely want to start planting stuff in. And I know there is like, hey, top 10 things to do when you first start Stardew Valley. Those articles are out there. Sometimes it's just good to play it by ear, you know, if you're that type of person, which I kind of am. Like, I have made plenty of mistakes, and I have definitely started over on 1 or 2 saves. You know, push him out the house. Whoa. Oh wait, I'm gonna talk to him real quick. Nubian, if you're in the chat, I don't think you are, but I'm streaming at the moment, so I apologize, love. I can't get you your chat to. But I think that's pretty much it. I'm not sure what else to show you, Inverness, without having other people in here. So I'm going to change games. If you feel like sticking around, that's awesome, because I'm going to be playing State of Decay 2, which just came out, and you know everybody and their grandmother is playing that at this point. And I figured I'd go ahead and start getting a jump on that to see what's going on, because I've been watching, just like other people have been watching people in early access play this, and or play that rather. So I figured, hey, I got it going and haven't been able to play yet, so we'll do that. But until then, actually, wait, hang on. I am going to go in here. It's 3 o'clock. It's too early to go to bed, but I want to keep that stuff. Oh, good joy. Lightning rod. So this is what, actually, real quick, I will say this. This is what happened to me, and this was messed up. So I went into the mine, and I was down like 10, 15 levels deep, and it was trying to head towards 20. Hey, Tito! What's up? And yeah, you're about to catch me. I'm about to end the stream and start up another game too. But I was telling a real quick story. I was in the mines, and I was like 18, 19 levels deep, and I was trying to find 20, and I was in a room with a whole bunch of like flies. You know, there's like caterpillars that turn into flies or something, and they start buzzing around and they start attacking you. And there was like 4 or 5 of them, and they were attacking me at one time, and then I died. And when you die in the mine, you lose all the levels you save. Because if you did not know, all of the like every 5 levels, there's an elevator that you can come back down to. Well, I'm ending the stream so that I can start up another game, because I'm about to play State of Decay in a little bit. So I'm just ending this stream, and then coming back. Actually, I really don't have to end the stream, but I figured it's easier to do that, because I want to kind of keep this one separate from the State of Decay one. So that's all. But like I said, when you die in the mine, you lose up to like 10 levels that you've been down. So that kind of hurt, and also lost whatever crafting XP or crafting stuff, because you get, where is it? That's not it. Because you lose your skills also, so that sucks. Yeah, I hadn't started it yet, which is what I'm about to do now, in a little bit. So, matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that right now, and we'll all learn together. So that is it for Stardew Valley. I probably will, if I get some people together, and anybody wants to do a co-op, I've pretty much gone over the basics of it. Like I said, it's just a matter of just people coming in and doing stuff. But I love Stardew Valley, and I just wanted to show it off a little bit more because this game's awesome. I love it. That being said, let me end the stream and start up State of Decay, and I will be right back. Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate it, by the way, whether you stick around or not.